I pushed with all my might, y'all, and he shot the hell out. He like yeeted out. And my husband caught him. My husband had to catch him. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Y'all, like, I feel like I have not been giving this channel the TLC that I've been wanting to give it. So I'm like, make some content. I've been wanting to make some content. So let me stop tripping. My name is Kiki and I just love making content. I do have a primary channel where I do majority of my content and the things I love. It's called Planazoid. So if you're interested in stationery like art journaling, any kind of journaling, using planners, notebooks, stuff like that, just ideas and inspiration to make your stationery look cute, definitely check out Planazoid. I'll make sure to link it in the description box. But this is my second channel. I don't know, I've always wanted to do lifestyle content. So I'm like, let me get back to it. I need to get back to it because a lot of stuff has happened. So like, I changed the name of my channel again. I keep changing the name of my channel because like, I like to call it a channel crisis. Like when you don't know what you're doing with your channel, so you keep doing all these different things. That's what's happening. But I think it's starting to like come together of, you know, what exactly I want to do, because lifestyle is such a broad like niche. But anyways, I changed the name of my channel again. So this is called Seasonal Chats. I think it's perfect because it's like, life is like a bunch of seasons, right? You have different parts of your life that's like, you're in a certain season. And that's how I'm starting to feel, especially after like being pregnant, giving birth, taking care of a newborn. Like, it's just a bunch of things I honestly never thought I would do that I'm doing. And it's like, I'm learning so much. And it made me think to myself while I was just like late at night thinking in the bed, because I deal with a lot of anxiety and stuff. So I'm always up at night. Yeah, it was just like, I'm in a season right now. Like, it's a season. So it just made me think about my channel again, like, get back to it. So, oh my God, teeth are kind of blue. Teeth are blue because I have some airheads. But anyways, so yeah, I'm Kiki. This is my channel. Like I said, I like to talk just any kind of lifestyle stuff and seasonal chats, which is perfect because it's like different seasons of my life. I could just chat about it, talk about it. And maybe I can relate it to the seasons too, because my favorite season is coming up, which is fall. So I do content pretty much on anything I feel like that relates to lifestyle, whether it's beauty, self-care, fashion. I guess I can kind of say motherhood. I don't know. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So it's just life journeys. Anyways, this video is something I really want to look back on. So I want to take time to talk about my experience of being pregnant, giving birth, all of that good stuff. Just like, I guess, like, it's not really a story time. It's just me talking about my experience, I guess. So I wanted to do that so I can look back on it. And then I can also share my experience because I noticed a lot of people share their birth experience. So yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna just sum up the pregnancy. Exhausting, I will say that, and different. It's very different. So I will say I got conceived in October of last year, had my baby of June of this year, which I'm so excited because my husband and my birthday, our birthdays are in June. So baby birthday is in June. So everybody's birthday in June. So it's just really cute. But I will say, I have other videos on this channel if you want to know more details, but I feel like I haven't been consistent with posting, so I want to get back to being consistent with posting. But anyways, so first trimester, sick as hell, tired as hell, and body was definitely adjusting. I also deal with fibromyalgia, which is a chronic pain condition, so that's a whole nother video in itself. But it was just a lot to take in. First trimester of being pregnant. Second trimester, started to gain some energy, baby bump starting to show, but was still definitely tired and losing more mobility, okay? Because I was getting bigger, right? Carrying a baby. And then third trimester, I see what everybody means. You're just ready for it to be over. That was me. I was ready for it to be over. I was tired. I was the biggest I've ever been. And I'm weight wise, now I'm the biggest I've ever been, but another video. Like I said, all this other stuff could be for another video. But then I finally give birth. So I want to mostly talk about my birth experience, something to look back on, I guess, which is pretty cool, I guess. So never thought I would have a child. Never thought I would be giving birth. You know, I never thought my body would do all these things, but it's great to know that my body can do all these things. Because just because you're a woman don't mean that your body can handle and do certain things. And I'm grateful because there are people who do and have children and can't. So I was able to naturally have one. So I express my gratitude there. So the birth. Y'all, like, I've been debating the whole time if I was going to do a vlog or not, and I didn't. So if I happen to have another one, I might do a vlog, but I don't know. Because it's very intimate to me, you know, and kind of private. So I'm kind of glad it was just me and my husband at the birth. So, y'all, like, I think it was on June 16th or 17th. I was, like, cooking or doing whatever in the kitchen. My husband said I was supposed to be relaxing, but I got hungry. I got shit to do, okay? Sometimes I don't feel like waiting on him. I love him, but I don't feel like waiting on him. He was on a phone call anyway, so I couldn't even be mad. So I started cooking and stuff, and I felt fluid go down my leg. And I was like, is my water breaking? Is this what I'm looking for, or is it discharge? And when I looked at it, it was kind of a milky color. So I said discharge. But I still let my husband know that was happening because it was something new to me, abnormal. So when he looked, he was like, I think your water broke. Nah. So we hit up my midwife because I did go to birth center route, which I'll talk more about in another video. And I do have a video packing my bag for the birth center if you want an idea of like what I bought, which, newsflash, I overpacked. So, yeah, we said, okay, the water is broken. We hit up the midwife and she was like, your water look broke. Don't know, but it looked broke. So come to the center and let's see. So I go there to see her. And when she checked me, she was like, well, you're not really dilated. So, you know, we can admit you and you can be here for a while to see, you know, how you feel and everything. And you can always like come back, obviously. So I wasn't dilated. She felt that my water wasn't really broken after thoroughly looking, but I decided to stay for, you know, a couple hours. I did lots of exercises and everything to calm my body down and do stuff like that. Like I really took a whole natural route, like a supernatural route. So, y'all, I was there for an hour and I'm not going to lie. My husband was getting sleepy and I said, okay, you know what? We can just go home because you're tired, I'm tired, and nothing seems to be progressing. So I think I'm okay. Let's just go home, right? He was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. So I wobble to the car. We leave. And 5 minutes later, after leaving, heading home, my water actually breaks. So what does my water breaking feel like? Can I say it was like weird, but at the same time, okay, now I know what to expect. Because people were saying that this is what to expect when your water break, but I know every woman's different, so I wasn't sure, right? But okay, when I was sitting in the car, I felt, and I even think I heard a pop sound. So it was weird. Like it was like pop, and then I felt fluid come out. And they did say if you feel like you're peeing but it's out of your control, your water broke. Now I see what they mean. Like it came out on my car seats and it just got me out. So now I knew my water was broke. We called the midwife back. It was like, you didn't leave yet, did you? And she was like, no. And then we let her know what happened and went back. And then she declared like, okay, now your water's broken. So now we admit you and prepare you for labor and all that stuff. So, you know, I thought it was always funny because when my husband, every time we drive by the parking lot where it happened, we had to pull over. I was like, please pull over. I need to check myself and make sure I'm not crazy. Pull over. This is different. you just kind of know when your body is doing something different that you're not used to, right? So every time we drive by the parking lot that we pulled over, he always said, "Look at memories." Like it's memories. It's cute. But anyways, when I get to the birth center, fully like admitted, I guess, I use this time to relax, to try to prepare myself, because when my water broke, I thought, right, I was having a lot of contractions the first time I went. But then because she said, well, your water technically isn't broken, you're having like a prodromal labor, which is a fake labor. So I said, what the fuck? So there's a fake labor and a real labor? Really? There's a fake labor and a real labor. But anyways, I just know when my water broke, I felt a contraction. And I was like, okay, so this is what real contractions felt like. It was the worst pain. It hurt so bad. So I'm like, okay, I think I know the difference now, right? So when I do get admitted, I'm dealing with a lot of contractions, and I was trying to use this time to relax and calm down and find the right position to be in. It was so hard to be in different positions because no matter what I did, it hurt so bad. And the contractions were getting closer together. So every time I had to like change positions when it happened, I would usually try to stand up or something. And they have a tub. They have a tub there. So I did do a water birth, but I'll get to that. They have a tub, but she wanted me to wait a little longer. They had to set it up and all that stuff. So once they set it up, the tub was my saving grace. The tub was it. Girl, the tub was it. It was my saving grace. I was still hurting, but the warm water was soothing, and they have a nice tub. The tub can keep running warm water the whole time, and you can drain it at any time. Like, it was just, the tub was so helpful. I wish I could have added bath salts and all this other stuff, but obviously I can't for obvious reasons. So I mostly chilled in the bathtub most of the time, doing breathing and everything like that. How did I work through the contractions? I did it with like relaxing music, breathing, and affirmations. Like, I was really trying to get my mind right, because this was an unmedicated birth. No medication, just vibes and prayers, okay? So it was completely unmedicated, and I gave birth in the tub. So it was an unmedicated water birth, and I got my son out in 2 pushes and ended up with a 1st-degree tear. So it's crazy, because every time I felt like I needed to push, she was like, if you feel like you gotta go poop, it's time to push. But every time I felt that way, she was like, it's still too early, that's just pressure. So then when it came time, I wasn't sure anymore. I was like, okay, am I pushing now? What's going on? Because I feel like I need to. She actually had to go down and feel for the head, and she said the head is down there. Like, it was in the middle of the canal. So it was starting. So I guess that was one push I might have did and not known it. It just felt like it. After she told me that, I pushed with all my might, y'all, and he shot the hell out. He like yeeted out. And my husband caught him. My husband had to catch him. I wish I could have seen how it looked from his perspective, because honestly, I was so in the moment. My eyes was closed. You know how you like, I was doing all of that to get him out, so I ain't even see nothing until I opened my eyes. Was tired as hell, and he was holding the baby, crying, saying, well, here's your baby. So I was just like, it was exhausting. I'm not going to lie. It was exhausting. And I have other videos and chats that I'm going to talk about regarding the birth. Like, I'm going to break it up in different ways, like certain little moments or whatever, but I'll say that for later. I just want to just talk about the experience. So overall, the experience, I will say, if I have to rate it out of 10, I would say 6 or 7 out of 10. Like, I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because I was in a lot of pain and went through a lot. Although I did not have any kind of high-risk issues, thank goodness. It was just a lot. I'm not giving it a 9 out of 10. I might consider 8, to be honest, because honestly, the birth center route was the best route for me. I was afraid to do the hospital route, and I could talk more about that in another video, like why I chose the birth center versus hospital. But briefly, just to say it, because I have fibromyalgia, I deal with chronic pain. I had to go to the doctor a lot, so I just got tired of dealing with providers, got tired of dealing with medications, kind of made me afraid to deal with medications. Like if I have to deal with labor, medications, IVs, nurses in and out the room, it just seemed overwhelming when I was researching and looking at everyone else's blogs. It just seemed overwhelming. So I decided to just try to birth center route, which I'm glad I did. It was very intimate, very personal. They made my experience like 10 times better. So yeah. And you know, the one thing that really helped me get through the birth that they taught me was that I guess like 80% of it is your mindset. Obviously it's different for every woman. It's different if you're high risk, things like that. But still, your mindset plays a part. If you walk in there, you know, saying, I can't do this, I'm not going to make it, then it's going to make your labor like harder, okay, in the delivery. But if you walk in like, okay, I know it's going to be hard. This is going to probably be, you know, one of the biggest, maybe the most difficult thing I have to do, but I know I can do it and push through it, then, you know, I think it helps. And that's what I did. It helped me. I like literally had to keep telling myself I can do it, give affirmations. And, you know, everyone else was chanting affirmations with me. My husband, it was just me and my husband and the midwife. So that was perfect for me. And then I also had a sound bowl, diffuser. Like, it was natural. It was pretty holistic. It was great. Now, at the end of the day, if I have to go to the hospital, I told myself I will. I'm not too good for the hospital. It's just a route that I chose, okay? So, yeah. But, yeah, after that, I had to birth the placenta, which I did not enjoy that. Breastfeeding, I exclusively pretty much breastfeed. I just started pumping, but only for nighttime to get better sleep because I'm sleep deprived. I'll say that for another video. But yeah, the experience was quick, actually. It was like a few hours and it was quick. The midwives made it really easy and they guided me all the way through it. Like, it was great. So yeah, it was a pretty good birth. Getting them out in 2 pushes, unmedicated. Everybody keeps saying how strong I am and how I could do it. I'm just like, well, I don't know. I just did it and I don't know how I even did it, but hell, I did it. So I'm grateful for that. You know, my body's capable of that. He did latch the first day, which I'm grateful for too, because I didn't hire like a doula or a lactation consultant. I wanted all of that, but you know, they all cost money, so there's that. So, but yeah, I think that's pretty much my experience. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. It's not much to it, but at the same time, it was a lot. But anyways, if you want to, you can definitely share your pregnancy and birth experience down below. I would love to hear about it and everything. And then I guess stay tuned for whenever I put out another video. Like I said, I'm going to chat about different things, but I do want to catch up on the pregnancy and birth and all that good stuff because I want to look back on it and see it's out. But that's about it. I just want to do cute, chatty, simple videos. Nothing much to it. Chat with y'all. Y'all chat with me. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is good. It's a good start. We'll start there.